So some of the higher level tickets, but it's a long way.
Alright. Another kind of downbeat topic, sorry to do this last one, Errol Spence.
Yeah.
He's come out of hospital, which is very good news, but he was drink driving, and I think he's been charged. What are your thoughts on that, Eddie?
You'd probably get a different response from me on another day, but it's pretty disgusting, really. You know, I mean, you've seen how precious life is. Talk about taking it for granted. I mean, you know, when I saw the accident and I saw that he got out alive, I couldn't believe that it was a gift from God. But then you find out that he was intoxicated, and it's pretty disgusting. I think anyone that drinks and drives, I think it's disgusting, to be honest with you, because it's being selfish. I mean, it's not just your health. You see how fast that car was going. If there was another car on the road, if there was any pedestrians, they'd be dead. So again, it's not really. I'm not in the mood to start being righteous on Errol Spence drink driving, but he's gone from one of the most miraculous recoveries of all time to a lot of people being disgusted because you can't think that you're above the law. You're too big time, and you want to be rocking out of a club at 3 o'clock in the morning driving a Ferrari through those streets at whatever speed he was going. But I'm glad he's alive, and I hope he learns his lesson.
Yeah, definitely. What the hell is going on between them?
Those are the words of Eddie Hearn in regards to Errol Spence. He calls Errol Spence disgusting. You know, this is actually the same interview where he was discussing and had his emotional temporary breakdown of Patrick Day. So I can see how he could respond to Errol Spence, you know, not understanding how precious life is. You know, I think that had a lot. I think that bled through. I think that was a touchy subject due to the fact that you got a person that was just doing his job or doing what something he loved to do and died for it versus a person that was doing something he had no fucking business doing at almost 3 a.m. and getting out with a few scrapes. So you got someone died doing what they love to do, doing something that is legal versus someone that was doing something illegal and got minor cuts and bruises. And then to add the cherry on top, boast on social media, I'm a savage. Like he gives no thanks or no homage to anything else besides himself. So I tell you, the world is very funny. Life is very strange, but life is very precious. You know, but back to Eddie, he said that, you know, the way he explained it, that anybody that drives drunk, that drinks and drives is disgusting. You know, it's not just your life, it's selfish. It could be the lives of other people. If somebody else was on the road, you know what? Thank God that it was actually 3 a.m. Let's say it was 6 in the morning. Kids were out. You know, this is a weekday, people. So, you know, that's when kids are getting picked up from school, wherever that was. Could have been somebody, again, a pedestrian, anyone. You know, so just lucky it was that time of day, then there was nobody on the road except him. And he was thrown from the car. That's what made, you know, wow, you know. It's definitely one of those things that make you sit back and think. But then when you hear a response like you heard from Errol Spence, you can't help but to not like the fucking guy. You know, damn, dude, you're an ass for that because this is something that could have killed you. You know, but like Eddie Hearn said, you know, I hope he learns his lesson. I'm glad he's okay. Like everybody was. You know, when I heard about it, I was like, damn, Errol, you know, I didn't want that. You know, I didn't want him to go out like that. You know what I mean? I think he's ducking Terrence Crawford. That's my honest opinion about that, you know. But, damn, you know, it ain't a crime to duck, but it's a crime to drive while drinking, right? And, you know, the term Eddie Hearn used was above the law, you know. That's kind of sticklerish-like term to me, hearing it. But, you know, Errol Spence, he was driving drunk. I mean, he could have made better decisions with the money that he made, and he knows that. And I hope he has learned his lesson about that. But again, I think Eddie Hearn's response, like he explained, probably will change in time because, he just got through or finished talking about the boxer just passed away in the ring, doing something illegal, doing something that he loved to do. And he was positive and he was, a inspiration around to other people around him. He was a good dude, So it is kind of convenient for you to now hear about someone like Errol Spence, and then, the only thing he has to say is like, instead of, hey man, I'm sorry, I should have been drinking and driving the city of Dallas or whatnot, I owe you guys an apology or yada, yada, yada. No, none of that shit. I'm a savage. Yeah, it makes it easy not to like him. It makes it easy to, tell him where he could go, So, again, those are Eddie's words on Errol Spence Jr. I will go live sometime today to discuss Patrick Day in detail, because it's a lot of things I want to cover. So stay tuned for that. You guys tell me what you think of Eddie Hearn's comments. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.